We'll have a live update here in just a moment. So there's a look at the radar. It's really beginning to fill in. And those that aren't seeing the snow yet will be seeing it here very soon. Now, some have been seeing a moderate snow already. Some are seeing accumulations, others just seeing it fall. Good Friday afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist David Boyd in the StormTrack 5 Weather Center, watching the snow continuing to develop. Lighter snows here in the lighter white, the heavier snows in the darker colors, at least being detected by radar. It may not be very heavy near the ground just yet around Church Hill, but the atmosphere is moistening up. Further to the north, it is a little steadier and heavier. Let's check out some of the cameras. We can see the snow on the pavement here. Lonesome Pine Airport. A little bit earlier, there was a little bit of sunshine around mountains, so the clouds have filled back in. But notice the snowflakes coming down here in Lebanon, and it's been accumulating on the car tops, the rooftops, and even on some of the grass where it had melted a little earlier in the week. There's the snowflakes in downtown Abingdon. Main Street looking just fine for now. Same thing in Clintwood. Snow, but Main Street okay. But things will be changing later on tonight. This daylight really helps. The sun's energy, even through the clouds, can help keep the roads mainly wet. And that's the way it looks here in downtown Marion. In Hansonville, we have the snow that's sticking on some of the grass, and also some of the shady spots here on some of the parking lots already. Snow in Embry, Virginia. So you look live here on the Ingalls Camera Network. Snowflakes in Big Stone Gap. A lot of these cameras, by the way, you can see some updated images on our website at WCYB.com, also the News 5 app. The snow has been coming down in Abingdon. We can see it's been sticking on this vehicle right here. In Abingdon, 25 degrees. We're now the north at 6 miles an hour, making it feel like 18. And US 119 near Whitesburg, Kentucky, still looks okay. But again, I'll be changing this evening and tonight. A snowy scene in Glade Spring, Virginia. And same thing UVA-wise, snow 21 degrees. And it feels like 13 degrees there. In Bristol, Virginia, seeing just a little bit of a light coating as the snowflakes begin here. So looking at the snowfall forecast, this is through Saturday. It's going to range quite a bit. Much of southwest Virginia, probably in the 3 to 7, locally near 8 possible. Northeast Tennessee in general 4 to 7, but I would not rule out a couple of spots getting 8 or 9 inches, mainly south of Interstate 81. That's because it's going to take longest for the snow to taper off south of 81, and mountain areas could get 8 to 12 inches of snow, some of the heaviest here in the mountains, Unicoi County, Carter County, and even into the mountains of Johnson County as well. And if we get 4.5 inches of snow or more in the Tri-Cities, it'll be the biggest snow that we've seen in about 7 years, since December of 2018. So we'll be looking to see what the final total ends up being. So today, Saturday and Sunday, all StormTrack 5 weather alert days. Today and tomorrow because of the snow that's going to be with us, and Saturday and Sunday because of the extreme cold and windy conditions as well. Winter storm warning in place for much of the area, including the Tri-Cities. We'll see this winter storm warning in place all the way into early on Sunday. And a winter weather advisory, that's for southeast Kentucky. And that's where the totals will be a little bit lighter because they'll be tapering off a little bit earlier. So here's the future radar showing us snow likely in many areas by 3 to 4 p.m. Temperatures falling into the 20s, most spots by 7. And then overnight lows are going to be in the teens. This is going to be a dry, powdery snow. This is not really great for making snowmen, but is great for sledding. And we'll see those temps fall through the 20s, eventually into the teens tonight. Lows around 10 to 15 degrees, even single digits in Wise County. And look at this tomorrow. We're going to be stuck in the teens all day on Saturday with occasional snow showers and flurries, at least into the early afternoon. So here's the future track picking up 11 p.m. tonight. Areas of snow likely, light to moderate. And by 6 a.m. tomorrow, already beginning to taper off across Kentucky, near the Kentucky-Virginia line, done by around noon, it looks like. but areas near and south of 81 hold on to the snow a little bit longer. Notice how it still could be falling around Greenville, Roan Mountain areas through 6 p.m., then finally tapering off to just a few flurries that linger into Sunday morning. So again, that's why there could be a big difference from Gate City. You might be closer to, say, 3, 4, maybe 5 inches, but Johnson City may end up being more like 7, 8, or 9, all depending on just how long this dry snow continues to come down. And it can really add up. The dry snow, for the same amount of moisture, you get more snow. And temps are going to be cold throughout Saturday. Highs of 14 to 19, 25 on a Sunday. Wind chills below 0 at times, especially higher terrain on Sunday. And look at how cold it's going to be for a while. It will be near freezing Monday, 40s Tuesday and Wednesday, but still below the normal of 47. More 30s Thursday and into next weekend. And also those near record lows Saturday night and Sunday night. Saturday night 5, the record is 4. 2 degrees Sunday night, the record is 0 degrees. And then we're watching another system that could bring a wintry mix Tuesday night, lows near 30. Going over to rain probably at 42 on Wednesday, and then it may go back over to snow showers Wednesday night and Thursday. So still a lot of question marks with that one, so we'll continue to monitor that through the rest of the week. I want to also mention that you can get updates on our website, WCYB.com/weather. And we also have updates in the StormTrack 5 app. You can use that to get the hourly forecast for your zip code. You can also watch the latest forecast video in the StormTrack 5 app. And of course, we'll have updates on TV, on WCYB, cable, satellite, streaming services, newscaster on our website, and also the StormTrack 5 and News 5 apps, and also the News On app. It's a good way to watch our newscast. Now, a little bit earlier, I was mentioning the wet snow versus dry snow. A lot of times we have maybe a wet snow, we're kind of in the middle. A wet snow, if there was an inch of rain, it would end up being 7 inches of snow. Right in the middle, 1 inch of rain would equal 10 inches of snow. This time, that same amount of moisture could actually produce 15 inches of snow. So that can make forecasting a little difficult because it can really ramp up the totals. But as I mentioned, it's great for sledding, but not great for building snowmen. Winter storm warning in place for the entire area through early Sunday. So thanks again for joining us for this update. We'll have more information on News 5 and also website and mobile app. Stay safe and stay warm this weekend.